Welcome to Denglisch Docs. Most of us are still traumatized by high school grammar lessons. By learning some simple rules, though, you will be able to express your ideas more clearly and will sound more natural. Tenses give us some sense of direction and let us know whether events take place in the past, present, or future. English and German also make use of them to help us communicate the order that events occur in. One specific form is the had done or hatte gemacht form, also known as the past perfect or pluperfect in English, or Plusquamperfekt in German, that helps us talk about certain events that happened before other events in the past. For example, let's say that you finish your work and then drive home. The next day, you might tell your boss, I had finished my work before I went home yesterday. Gestern hatte ich meine Arbeit erledigt, ehe ich nach Hause fuhr. Or more commonly, gestern habe ich meine Arbeit fertig gemacht, bevor ich nach Hause gefahren bin. As you see, the hatte gemacht form can sound very formal in German and is often reserved for writing. However, this form is actually rather common in conversational English. Tanja came home after I had already left. Tanja ist nach Hause gekommen, nachdem ich schon weg war. Had the teacher sent you the syllabus before the class started? Hat der Professor dir den Lehrplan geschickt, bevor der Kurs angefangen hat? Let's take a closer look at another example. My boss asked me to email him my proposal, but I had already sent it to him that morning. First, I sent my proposal to my boss in the morning. This is why we use the past perfect or had done form and say, I had sent it, whereas my boss reminded me to send it to him afterwards. We express it by using past simple or the did form, that is, my boss asked me, which is already in the past. Had done is farther in the past than did, though, which is exactly how we say that it happened first. Sometimes, words like before and after can give you a hint that the had done form can be used. But remember, it is only used in combination with another verb in the past tense, that is, when you're already talking about something that happened in the past. By the time he arrived at the restaurant, everyone else had already left. Before Jason deleted Facebook, he had considered it for months. After the bank had closed, the robbers broke inside to take the money. He had dreamed of living in New York even before he visited the city. You see, grammar lessons don't have to be all that bad. Now that you know how to use past perfect correctly, you'll be able to express your ideas more clearly and will avoid confusing your listeners or readers about who did what and when.
We out like that.